Okay, so whether we like it or not, the game has shifted. Pretoria has a new face, a new voice, and the streets have picked their champion. I'm talking about Loatinover. This isn't just about hits. It's not just about virality. This is about someone who moved with purpose, built from the inside out, represented his city with pride, and delivered one of the strongest hip-hop projects in recent memory. So let's break down how Loatinover became the face of Pretoria, how he owned this moment, and why right now, when you speak about South African hip-hop, his name sits at the forefront.
So how do you become a rapper? Because it's the first step is you fall in love with it.
Yeah.
Like when you hear it, like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
kind of.
So it's like after getting the FO studio, I started making beats and so on. And then, but I always knew like I wanted to rap. I remember J Squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would like play.
Yeah, that's definitely 2009.
Yeah, on so and then rap on a speaker, record myself ka phone. So I didn't know like you can actually record FO studio. So I think once did a studio session with J Jody around 2013. Yeah. And then I saw like, hey Joe, this guy is actually recording like guy on this PC.
On this thing that you got.
Yeah. The same week I was like, let me figure it out. Started recording. Joe, everything
climbs from there,
hey, bro. Yeah.
So Pretoria has always been a special place in South African hip-hop. It's not flashy like Joburg. It's not like Cape Town. It's not street chaos like Durban. Pretoria has its own culture. It has its own attitude, its own vocabulary, its own humor, its own sound. We've seen Pretoria give us talent before. We've seen rappers come from there, but most never became the face of the whole city. Either they left early, changed their sound, or never fully embraced where they came from. So Loatinover did the opposite. He leaned all the way in. When you hear him rap, you hear Pretoria. When you see his visuals, you see Pretoria. When you see him interact, perform, dress, speak, he is Pretoria embodied. So I think that really matters because when a city is proud of you, it pushes you further than the industry ever could. So Loatinover didn't show up out of nowhere. What we're seeing now is the results of groundwork. He built slow and intentional, not loud and desperate. He wasn't begging for cosigns. He wasn't chasing controversy. He wasn't trying to force virality, and he stayed local first. He built his fan base. He made music for the people around him before he made music for the algorithm, if we should say. And in a time where rappers are chasing TikTok moments, Loatinover chased legacy and identity. That's a huge difference. He took his time to find his sound, melodic but sharp, streets but emotional, Pretoria slang but universally relatable, you know? And this is why when he finally broke out clean. No gimmicks, no scandals, just music.
I like that.
Speaking of the clothes, I saw in an interview you said SA Hip Hop were not serious about drip.
Yes, I saw that.
Like,
Yeah.
why is drip so important in SA Hip Hop?
Joe, I feel like it's sad, when you see I'm a piano like artist, but Reba like way better than hip hop. But if you look, it's a hip hop look.
Yeah.
So I feel like Joe, you gotta do something, Joe, because even like the endorsements and everything, I feel like we have the right mediums to express that. But if we don't like show that, Joe, we dripping and everything, I feel like we're gonna lose that.
Okay, so now let's get to the core, right? This album wasn't just good. It's actually a hit. It was very cohesive. It was intentional. It sounded like somebody who knew exactly who they are. In a year where many rappers were experimenting with amapiano, chasing trends, or dropping songs just to stay visible, Loatinover dropped a complete body of work that has replay value, speaks to the streets, speaks to growth, sounds authentically Pretoria, and has emotional depth. The story, the tone, the production choices, the features, the pacing. It felt like he understood that albums still matter, and the response proved it. The streets crowned it. The listeners crowned it. Even artists had to, step back and say, okay, this is actually a real body of work. And this is the turning point. This is where he stopped being a good rapper from Pretoria and actually became the voice of Pretoria. I don't think you guys understand how important Pray for Pitori is for Pretoria, right? And you can tell someone is the face of a city when, one, the youth is behind him. 2, the culture quotes them. 3, they influence the swag, the slang, the mindset. Faga puñete. How many times have you been hearing that? And right now, Pretoria youth is behind Loatinover Pounds fully. You hear his music in taxis. You see his lyrics as captions. You see his sound influencing new artists coming up. He didn't just capture attention. He captured identity. And that's really rare. He also did something extremely important. He made Pretoria feel proud of itself. When your music makes your city say, okay, that's us. That's how we move. That's how we talk. That's how you've won something bigger than the charts, bro. And let's be honest about the landscape, right? We are in a time where many rappers are either quiet, trying to transition into something else, or repeating old formulas. And the ones who are active, right? They either too industry polished or so underground that they don't move the culture, right? And Loatinover Pound sits perfectly in the middle. Street credibility, emotional relatability, musical versatility, cultural influence. And right now, if we're really speaking, honestly, there's no one else we can confidently label as the face of Pretoria. And the current leader in South African hip-hop energy, right? He didn't just have a hot single. He didn't just trend for a month. He built presence. And presence is what makes someone the face, right? And the question is, where does he go from here? Being the face is not just about what you've done. It's about what you sustain. If he continues to keep his identity, make intentional music, and represents the city with pride, work with purpose, not pressure, then he will not just be the face of Pretoria right now. He will be the standard for Pretoria moving forward. And that's impact, that's legacy, that's leadership. So let me say it clearly, right? Loatinover Pounds didn't just win because he made good music. He won because he made music that belonged to him, to his city, to his story. He didn't chase the game. He made the game come to him. And right now, Pretoria has a king, bro. And SA Hip Hop knows it. So you guys let me know what you guys think about Loatinover Pounds being the face of Pretoria Hip Hop. I think it's him. If it's not him, it's 25K. And whoever you guys have in your head, that cannot be the face of Pretoria, bro. Come on. He doesn't represent Pretoria as a whole. But, hey, I ain't trying to fight with y'all. Y'all know who you are.
What does faga puñete mean?
Ajo, puñete, ke puñete. And then I faga para
That's hilarious because I don't know what I was looking at, and someone asked that. I think it was on a tweet, and niggas literally responded like that, puñete ki puñete,
I don't know.
Like, what is?
What do you want me to say? Puñete ke puñete, Joe. That's what it is. Ke puñete.
Yeah,
Mara ufetso ke fetso, Joe. Puñete ke puñete. You can't ask me.
So rifaga guy.
Thingy.
Rifaga guy.
Go ifagang. Everywhere.
Go ifagang.
Yo, go ifagiwang. Unya go faga puñete.
Come komo.
Mana go hotle. If unya go faga food in the morning, wake up. Faga puñete. Why faga, Joe.
And you rap it on this higher level. And that's how you